to the first ever Christmas Movie Madness on SteinbachOnline.com. I'm Dave Anthony.
And I'm Kenton Dick, and we've got 32 of the best Christmas movies, as voted by you. These are their selections. We don't take any of that responsibility. And we're going to be going back down through the whole list.
Title of my book, I Take No Responsibility. These are the best 32 movies. We put them head to head in a challenge where you will vote to decide who is the ultimate movie challenge. We start with the first matchup. We have the Frosty division. It's The Holiday versus Mickey's Christmas Carol. We have the animated mouse against the animated human known as Jack Black. This is an all-time matchup because if the kids get the vote, they're going the mouse. If the adults, and more specifically the women, get the vote, they're going The Holiday. This should be a close one, neck and neck.
Our next matchup is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Bill Murray's Scrooged. Now these are two classics, and both SNL alumni. So these two are really a perfect head-to-head match.
Yeah, not so much in person, but on the screen. I actually heard they got into a fist fight once, so don't get any ideas if you're going one way or the other here.
Never put it past Chevy Chase.
We have Arthur Christmas versus Frosty the Snowman, the all-time legendary classic, and no, I'm not talking Arthur. Although, is that the guy that I used to watch in school? No, that's the other guy.
Not the aardvark.
I missed that guy. Frosty, though, the legend, he's got the hat, he's got the nose, and he's got the rep to get him through into the next round, I think.
I think it's all about nostalgia versus the new animation on this one.
Spell nostalgia.
No. A very good matchup on this next one, Dave. I think this one's going to throw people for a loop. What we've got here is A Christmas Story, which is one of the quintessential classics this season, versus all Hallmark Christmas movies. I really think this is a story of quantity versus quality.
Yeah, even though some of those films were actually shot here in southeastern Manitoba, I still think A Christmas Story may pull this one out. He does look like you if you had blonde hair and glasses.
I'm definitely wearing the suit, and I could shoot someone's eye out.
If you were asking yourself, will Die Hard be on this list? Yes. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes! And we've got it here in the bracket against one of the all-time classics, the original Miracle on 34th Street. No, the little girl from Matilda's not in this one. It's the original, but the first ever Die Hard goes up against perhaps one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. I do gotta think John McClane, he's got the edge on this one.
I don't think we could have chosen two more different films for this matchup here.
If you like love and stuff, that's one. But if you like explosions and love and stuff, that's Die Hard.
Our next exciting matchup, Christmas with the Cranks versus White Christmas. I haven't seen either of these movies, Dave.
I saw Christmas with the Cranks when it first came out, but that was a long time ago, so I've forgotten most of it. But it does have Tim Allen, so how bad could it be?
And the name Bing Crosby's on that poster, so it's got to be good.
You're a mean one. If you don't vote in this next epic matchup, Christmas Movie Madness gets elevated to the next level, just like Jim Carrey's performance in The Grinch. And I would say, the best Grinch?
The best Grinch. Hands down the best Grinch. There's a new one, there's an old animated one, but nothing beats Jim Carrey covered in 6 inches of prosthetics, suffering for us.
But could the combination of Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon be enough to take down the legendary Green Man and his adorable dog, who really is the star of the show? Get your votes in and have your say. 4 Christmases or The Grinch?
2 heavyweights. Not the first time we've seen Tim Allen on this list, and probably not the last. We've got The Santa Claus. Not Santa Claus, The Santa Claus. On the other side, we've got Jack Frost. And this stars Michael Keaton, another heavyweight in the film industry, and also a traumatizing movie for you, Dave.
Yeah, it really did ruin my childhood. It was very sad at times, but the snowball fight gave me a lot of good ideas, and, well, I can't throw it as hard or as fast as they did, but it's still pretty good.
Ruined Dave's childhood. That's a reason to vote.
That's so mean.
I'm taking this next one, mostly because Dave can't say Rudolph. He goes with Rudolph.
There's an L in it.
Oh, we've got one of the classics. These are all classics. But this is one of the older movies on this list. The classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And this is full-on stop-motion animation glory with the little bits of cotton fluff and everything. This is cute. And up against cute, we've got one of the more romantic Christmas movies of the season, Love Actually, Dave.
I've actually never seen Love Actually, but I do know that it stars Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead, so it's okay by me. Our next matchup features puppets versus the man that sounds like a puppet. It is Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger up against a classic, done like only the Muppets can do it. A Muppet Christmas Carol I remember so fondly from my childhood, and yeah, that one scared me too because of the guys in the chains.
Oh yeah.
Very scary. And then anytime Arnold Schwarzenegger talks, also very scary. It is nice though, you dressed up like Ebenezer Scrooge.
And before he gets nice too, not even after.
And I dressed up like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Minus the muscles.
It's another example of 2 versus 1. We've got Home Alone 1 and 2. It's a 2-pack. Although I feel Home Alone 1 could actually stand up on its own. That movie definitely holds up. But you gotta throw number 2 in there, cause Donald Trump.
You ever wonder what Kevin's dad did to afford the house and a trip to Paris for 9?
A connection to Donald Trump definitely makes sense when you look at it that way. And those two are up against The Christmas Chronicles, which I think is one of Kurt Russell's better looks.
I think it's one of Kurt Russell's biggest mistakes, but if you want to see a good look, too much hair.
Not blonde enough.
And we wouldn't leave you behind either. We might leave you behind.
Yeah.
We've got a really old movie versus a movie that is arguably more a Halloween movie than a Christmas movie, but it's on our list, so we're including it. Nightmare Before Christmas up against Holiday Inn. And no, we're not talking about The Hotel. We're talking about the Bing Crosby, Fred Astaire classic against one of the most unbelievably produced movies of all time. I absolutely love the animation behind A Nightmare Before Christmas, but is it Christmas?
We would get a lot of angry folks coming our way if we did not include A Nightmare Before Christmas on this list. And they're the type of folks we don't really want coming after us.
No.
A bunch of Halloween people, I feel like they would all have pitchforks. So we included it on the list, and we're gonna let you decide.
So don't be a Halloweeny about it. Vote now.
Our next matchup on the Christmas Movie Madness table, we've got The Family Stone versus It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a wonderful life.
It's not a song from the movie, Dave just really wanted to sing. What they do have in the movie is a bell that rings when angels get their wings.
I feel like my voice just made a couple angels cry, but we'll move on.
It's another example of the really classic heartfelt story versus a more modern take on Christmas.
And I would vote for Rachel McAdams in just about anything.
Preacher's Wife Christmas.
We're almost at the end of the Christmas Movie Madness bracket. Did you think we wouldn't include Elf? I mean, Elf is going up against... Doesn't matter. Like, Elf's gonna win. Sorry, Denzel, but The Preacher's Wife was voted a top 10 worst Christmas movie of all time. But if you like it, make sure it beats Elf. This would be the ultimate upset.
Ultimate upset. I mean, it does have Denzel.
It does, but Buddy the Elf, I think, pretty much rules Christmas.
Santa! Santa!
I know him!
I know him!
You are loud.
I know. It's Christmas Movie Madness, and up next, Deck the Halls, Danny DeVito, Matthew Broderick fighting over Christmas lights.
The best comedic team since Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Versus an Abraham Lincoln Christmas. Christmas Carol.
There you go.
Looks like Abraham Lincoln. This is the classic Christmas Carol. This isn't the first Christmas Carol we've had on this list, but this is, quintessential. We've got the Muppets version, and now we have the original.
And, well, you can't maybe vote on the Muppets versus the original just yet. If it does make it into the second round, it could. Or go with Danny DeVito, Matthew Broderick. I mean, it looks funny.
The choice is yours.
You have Tom Hanks on one hand, you've got an animated Green Grinch on the other. Which one are you gonna go? There's really no wrong answer. You got the Polar Express versus the cartoon Grinch. And tell me that when his heart grows 3 sizes, your heart didn't grow either.
Boom, 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 boom. Can you do your best Grinch face for me?
That's not attractive. That's not attractive either. Vote, not for the faces, but for the movies. So there you go, that's all 16 matchups, the ultimate Christmas movies, going head to head for you to decide.
It's Christmas Movie Madness. We're gonna decide this before Christmas Day. The choice, the votes, those are yours.
SteinbachOnline.com, get your votes in and get ready for the next round matchups.